Hey y'all, it's Ashley. So I'm bringing you guys a little bit of a different video today. I am going to be answering scrapbook questions, and I was tagged by Megan, Monica from Scrap Saturdays, and It. I think I pronounced that right, but if I didn't, I'm really sorry. So I was tagged by those three ladies who are also scrapbook YouTubers here in this community, and so I really wanted to get this video up, and even though I'm a little bit uncomfortable because this is not something that I normally do, I really don't. When I was younger, I really loved being in front of the camera. I don't know what it is about growing up, and this is just, it's not my style to sit and talk, which I love when other people do that. And I know I've said this before, I think I've said this before, but I love to see other people's faces and when they share their hauls and things like that, but I'm just not comfortable doing that. So I am really excited to kind of step out of my comfort zone, and maybe this will lead into other videos where I can do this every now and then. So I'm going to start with the first question. I believe there are about 15 or so questions, so I'm going to start with the first one. It says, when did you begin to scrapbook? Okay, so this is a little bit of a difficult question for me just because I'm going to try not to ramble too much, but I sort of started in high school. My parents for Christmas had bought, maybe it was from Santa, I don't know. My parents bought me a scrapbooking kit. I think it was from Michael's, and so it had like construction paper and maybe some pattern paper in there. It was really the old school stuff that you used to scrapbook back in the day. So I don't remember even when that was, but I think I was in high school and I did start to scrapbook, and it was like the typical decorative scissors with the kindergarten construction paper and some stickers, and that was pretty much it. And so I did print off photos, and it was like those windy cameras that everybody bought when they were in high school. I think, well, I don't know, if you were my age, you probably had those windy cameras that you bought from Target or whatever. They were like $8, and you would then go get them developed at Target. So I began in high school, but it really wasn't, I really didn't become obsessed with it until probably right after I got married, which was in November 2012. I came to graduate, so I went off to school in college, and I didn't scrapbook at all when I was in college, just because, you know, you do college things. But when I came back for graduate school, I started really getting into videos, so I thought I was going to be this amazing card maker, and I started watching Christina Werner and became obsessed with it. I don't even know what got me started, and I wish I could figure out how I started watching her videos, but I must have just clicked on it or something. I don't really know. So I started watching her videos, started buying stuff again, but never really got super into card making. I've always loved crafty things, but didn't really get much into scrapbooking or card making at that time either. It wasn't until I started watching videos again, and really, that was probably, I guess, November 2012 or December or something like that, till I really started putting up videos. And I think I put my first video up in March of 2013. If I'm not mistaken. I was watching YouTube. There you can see Annie back there. What are you doing? That's my dog, Annie. Well, her name's Annabelle, but we call her Annie. Okay, so that is funny. She does not ever sit back there, but it's like she wants to be on the camera. I don't know. What are you doing, baby? Okay, so you're probably wondering what kind of dog she is. We don't even know, so I don't know. People ask us all the time. We're like, we don't know. We got her. She was going to go to the pound, and my husband was my boyfriend at the time, and he begged to keep her. I mean, he lived in his own apartment. I'm totally off track right now, but anyway, he lived in his own apartment, and I said, if you want her, get her, but you're going to take her to the vet. You have to do all of those things, and so anyway, I'm glad I let him keep, I guess I let him, you know, keep her. I don't know. But he did want to keep her and asked me if he could. So anyway, so I really kind of began to scrapbook, I guess, right after, or around 2012, 2013. And that was when I really got into it. So I would say it's fair to say that, although I did start to love the craft when I was in high school. So where do you scrapbook? I scrapbook in my craft room. I'm sitting in it right now. We have an extra bedroom. We have a guest bedroom, and then we have another extra bedroom. And so before we have kids, I mean, this is the best place for me to scrapbook. Now, it might change when we have kids. I'm probably going to have to figure out something else, but for now, this works for me. And the Texas humidity, this This is what it does to your hair. It makes it frizzy. So if you come to visit at some point, be prepared to have frizzy hair. Okay, so back to scrapbooking. When do you scrapbook? This is a good question. I do pretty much 90% of my scrapbooking on the weekends. Some of you know this, but I do therapy with adolescents. I work at a residential treatment facility, and I have sometimes, I'm not required to work long hours, but I just sometimes stay late, and the last thing I want to do when I come home is like clean up my space to get ready for another project. And it's never the fact that I don't want to scrapbook. It's normally that I would rather just relax and like watch videos or hang out and eat with my husband and then like watch a TV show and then watch videos. I say I don't want to clean up my scrapbook space because the majority of the time it's not clean. So I really try to just devote my Saturdays and Sundays to scrapbooking, and it normally works out perfect for me. So my favorite tool and go-to product. Oh, this is hard. I don't know. I should have thought about this. Did you guys think about these questions before? I'm not. I would have to say, I'm looking around because I'm cheating. Am I cheating? I'm probably cheating. I would have to say probably, sorry if I'm getting too close, probably the Tombow runner. Everybody talks about their ATG, which I do have that. I do have this ATG, which is great. And I do use it, but I haven't found one that I've liked better than this for some of the smaller embellishments. And because it's a dot runner, it goes on wherever you need it to go on. It doesn't go all on the page. And so I really like this. Another tool that I reach for, I would probably say my Silhouette. I used to have the Cricut. So for any of you who are wondering whether or not they should get the Cricut or the Cameo, I did have a Cricut and I sold it, and here's why. I'm much better at buying like one little image and printing that off and then doing that again later on and then printing that off, or printing a bunch at one time. And then with the Cricut, you have to buy the cartridges, and the cartridges have a ton of images and you may not like all of them, and it's just a little bit less I'm not really even that tech savvy, but I loved that you could get your image on the computer and then print it off versus having to buy these cartridges. And some people prefer the Cricut, which is great, and I had it and I liked it. I just didn't use it very much, especially because you have to switch out the cartridges and put the little keypad on and all of that. So I would say the Cameo is best for me, and that's probably one of my go-to products or tools, mostly because, besides all that I've said, also because when you print something off, it could be a title or it could be just embellishment or whatever, and it really a lot of times makes your page or completes it. And sometimes you can print off a big title and that could be the focus of your page, and that's mainly what I love about the Silhouette Cameo. Plus I love how intricately it cuts the items that you want it to, and so I would have to say probably my Tombow adhesive dot runner and my Silhouette Cameo. That was a long drawn out version. So I thought this video was going to be short. It's totally not. Okay, so product you've bought, hated, and why have you hated it? Okay, so it's really kind of a strong word. I don't know. I probably don't have a product that I've just absolutely hated. One person, and I'm sort of stealing it, I think it was Robin, she said she bought this this thing. This is probably the only thing that I could say is absolutely horrible. You run through batteries like you're spending more on batteries than you are on scrapbooking supplies. Not only that, I don't know, it's supposed to be portable and great, but it's not even that hot. It doesn't work very well. Let me just put it that way. I'm just going to cut right to the chase. It sucks. Okay, so let's see. What is your style of scrapbooking? Okay, so I knew this question was coming, and so these are my two most recent layouts, and you'll see the difference between them. And I'm showing you this because I don't really know how to describe it. So this is this way. So this is my one I'm skipping. This is the second most recent layout. And I would say that my style is can be whimsical and airy, but it can be really bright and fun and colorful too. So that's contradicting myself, but I would say it's kind of a mix, and I really like that. I like to change it up. How do you get ideas for my layouts? I guess for YouTube, I think is the next question. I get ideas from Pinterest, from Studio Calico, the gallery. I get it from other. I'm on a couple of design teams, so I get ideas from them as well. I get ideas from YouTube. YouTube is probably the biggest thing, and it's the #1 answer, probably for most of us, because we can watch videos. A lot of us can watch videos all day long if we had the time to do that. So yeah, I would say, I don't know, I would say probably all of those. Okay, so let's see. Are you usually looking for other YouTubers? I can't even read my own handwriting. I don't even know what this says. Are you usually looking for other YouTubers? And the short answer is yes. I am on YouTube all the time. You can ask my sister and my husband and my brother-in-law and my parents. Yes, I'm always on YouTube, always watching videos, always getting new ideas. When I have breaks at work or on my lunch break or something like that, I'm checking YouTube to see if any new videos are up, or I'm checking Instagram to see if anybody's posted anything, a new layout or any new inspiration. So I would say yes, I definitely am. Do you have a monthly budget? This question. Do you have a monthly budget, and how often do you buy supplies? Okay, so I could go on for hours probably about this, but I'm not going to. I would probably, to answer the question, no, I don't have a monthly budget. I'm really blessed and grateful to be on a few design teams, so that really helps in that area where I get some of the product and I play with it and I take pictures of it, send it off, and then I get to keep the pages and the leftover products, and that is such an awesome deal. So if you guys ever see design team calls, do not think twice about, well, I think twice if there's something holding you back, like serious, but this frizz, I can't handle this frizz right now. Okay, so don't think twice about trying to join if that's what you really want. And that's kind of what I did. I didn't even know if I should start doing YouTube videos, and I'm kind of going into another question, but I didn't really even know if I should start doing that or if anybody would even follow me, and I got really surprised even after I got the first few followers. So yeah, I don't really go and buy supplies often. I'm totally lying. Okay. Somebody mentioned something about how they have a routine with their husband, and me and David, who's my husband, we do that all the time. On Saturdays or Sundays or something, he'll drop me off at Michael's, or if it's Saturday, Hobby Lobby's not open on Sundays, but and he'll go off to Academy or what's the others, Cabela's. He'll go off to one of those, and I'll shop for a little bit, then he'll come back and pick me up, and that's kind of something we do either after we eat lunch or after breakfast, depending on the time. So yes, every so often on the weekend, and not every single weekend, but a lot of weekends we do that. And I'll go in and pick up a couple of things, but it's not like papers and stickers the majority of the time. It's like a tool, and I'm trying to get it for 40% off or something, or adhesive, or a new trimmer. Well, I don't do that very often. That would be expensive. I'm looking around, or maybe some ink or something like that. So yes, I do that, but then on the other end, I do shop online for scrapbooking supplies. So I would say that I probably should have a better eye out on the, I should probably pay more attention to a budget, but no, I really don't. But I don't go and spend like a ton of money. Like I said, getting the design team kits really helped me. When I do, since I'm getting a bunch of scrapbooking supplies and those design team kits in the mail, I'm kind of focusing more on card making. So I try to be smart, but we all have those issues. We're always looking for new supplies. We're always seeing new things, and I do scrapbook a lot, so I would say I get a pretty good. I use up when I'm scrapbooking, or the supplies that I'm getting, and so I would say that it's worth it. I don't know. And when it comes to having kids and stuff like that, we'll revamp all of that, and we'll make sure that you know, the family stuff comes first for sure. So let's see, have you ever taken any classes? No, I haven't. Most of most of the stuff that I've learned has come from YouTube or Pinterest or a blog or something like that. Most of the time I just experiment. Okay, so do you have a photo printer at home? Yes, I do. Let's see, is it down there? It's an HP Photo Smart printer, I think, and so I think it prints really well. I don't go and get my photos printed at all. I do them all at home, and I think it turns out just fine, and it works for me. So, and I also edit my photos on iPhoto and sometimes PicMonkey, so it just depends. Have you ever sold anything you've made, and how do you charge? I don't think I've ever sold anything I've made. I'm about to start working on a scrapbook for somebody that is offering to pay me for it. She just adopted a beautiful baby girl, and so I'm about to start on a page for her, or an album for her, and she's offered me to do that, and so we'll figure out all the expenses and stuff later. But that's really the first time I've been offered, I guess, to make something for money. Yeah, I think so. There may have been some other like little mini things that I've done in the past, but nothing to the extent where I can live off of it. If I could, that would be great. Okay, so do you have a favorite technique? I would have to say using my India ink, if that would be considered a technique. I would say using my India ink. I would also say, what else? Misting, I don't know. I would say using my sewing machine, probably. Sewing machine, India ink, other types of mist, making my own embellishments. So like when I get some cute little stamps, I can stamp them out and then do them all at the same time and just make some cute embellishments off of that. So I really like doing that, and I love layering. Do you have any other hobbies? No. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I don't. Scrapbooking, there's nothing that compares for me. So yes, every now and then I can read a little something and I can watch TV, but if I had to choose, it's going to be I'm doing something crafty or I'm watching crafting videos. I don't really like the outdoors, and the outdoors doesn't really like me, and all of my family and friends know that, so I'm not surprising anybody. So, I mean, my husband and I like to try new things, so I wouldn't say that this is a hobby. He did ask me the other day, actually, though, he was like, we should totally start a food blog, because we love going and trying new things and sitting and talking about it, and we love the Food Network. So if you call eating a hobby, then I can definitely say, yes, I have another hobby, but for the most part, I don't. What's good for a beginner to buy when getting started? I would say, really good adhesive. So like an ATG or Pop Dot. Well, I think you need all kinds. I think you need foam squares. I think you need like a tape runner of some sort. So I think you need, and then probably like a glue adhesive, like a liquid glue. I would say get mist, because that completes a lot of pages for me. And then I would also say, somebody else said maybe investing in a kit. I would say looking into a kit if you're just starting, because that's going to give you what you need. And then once you get those kits and you start rolling, then you can start buying some stuff. But I would say as far as tools, definitely like a paper trimmer, adhesive, and a craft sheet probably. If you're going to be doing some mixed media stuff, I would definitely suggest like the Ranger craft sheet. If someone... Oh, this is horrible. I wish you guys could see my handwriting. Hang on, let me see if I can... Look at that. That's horrible. Okay. If someone wanted to start their own YouTube channel, what would you say? This kind of goes back to what I was saying about trying out for a design team. I would say definitely start it. The more YouTube people for us to watch, the better, because I'm always looking for new YouTube people to watch. So if you're new and you've started a channel, post below, because I would love to follow you, or I would love to follow your blog or whatever. I just love to watch videos, and I love when I find new people that I'm really starting to watch or whatever. I don't know. Okay, so I would say yes, go for it. What's good? I already said that. Who are you tagging? Okay, so I guess I'm here at the end and it's been 20 minutes. I guess that's not that bad. Okay, so I would tag a bunch of people, but I'm going to do the tag 3 people because I think the other ones have been tagged multiple times, and even I think some of these have been tagged, but they haven't made a video, so I'm going to tag them for fun. So I'm going to tag OMG It's Emily 074 because she is on a design team with me. I'm going to tag Kraftinkate, who is also on a design team with me. And I don't know if Ohsnapgonzo has been tagged, so I'm going to tag her too. So I will post those links below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm sorry for all the rambling. Have a great Sunday, and if you guys have any questions or you want to post your links below, definitely do that. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.